Horses have been called. They're on the track and parading to the post. Race 5, Indiana Sire Stakes. For the older pacing stallions and geldings, a $76,000 purse. The one is Ideal Ace by United Ace and driven by Stephen White. To tell me about it, by Tell It Like It Is, Twyla Hearts and Alvin Miller, the owners, Peter Wren aboard. 3, Incredible Shark by Shady Shark Hanover, owned by Pollock Racing and Jeff Cullifer. Sam Widger drives. 4 is Rockin' Speed, a Breeders' Crown eligible son of Rockin' Image, owned by Ellen L. Levisser, Jared Seekman. 5 is Shamwow by Always a Virgin, owned by Jeff Font Racing and David Font, Lowain Miller. 6, Little Rocket Man, the Breeders' Crown eligible son of Rocket Image, owned by Russ Beeman and Jack Freeman of Anderson. Tim Tetrick aboard. The 7, Took a Dive Off Dipper by Always a Virgin, owned by Jane Cross of Olney, Illinois, Mark Cross of Knoxville, Tennessee, Trace Tetrick in the sulky. Exacta Trifecta. Superfecta Wagering. No changes in the 5th. Starter calls. Indiana sired older pacers taking center stage, race 5. Several former Indiana champions, Indiana sires as champions, lining up, field of 7, ready for the start. Here they come. And they're off and pacing, and it's a good even start for the field. Tell me about it. From the outside, little Rocket Man testing the waters early here as Tetrick sends him right out, squaring off early with Tell Me About It. Ideal Ace, meantime, driving right up behind battling leaders. Third, Incredible Shark comes away fourth. Rockin' Speed takes a quick seat in fifth. ShamWow follows. Took a dive off dipper off the back tonight. The first quarter, a hard-fought 26 seconds flat. Little Rocket Man slugging it out with Tell Me About It. And Little Rocket Man just now clearing as they step onto the backstretch. Tell Me About It is on his heels and off stride. Little Rocket Man. Little Rocket Man is on a break, so Tell Me About It inherits the lead and heads over towards the half, leading by length and a half. Ideal Ace on the inside second. Incredible Shark is third. Rockin' Speed races fourth. Little Rocket Man catching back now, but is dropping back. ShamWow and took a dive off dipper at the back. 54-2 for the halftime. Racing out of the far turn. Tell Me About It leading here by a length and a half. Ideal Ace on the inside. White biding his time there with him, and then comes Incredible Shark. He's within striking distance third. Rockin' Speed sitting tight in fourth. ShamWow follows. Reaching the 3/4 mile marker, Tell Me About It, and Peter Wren leading 3/4 time, 1:22 and 1 into the stretch. Tell Me About It, and now the lead is 2.5 lengths. Ideal Ace has no answers here, and out towards the center of the track, ShamWow gathering up speed now for Lil Wayne Miller. Down to the inside, it's Rockin' Speed, and Peter Wren going to work on Tell Me About It as ShamWow continues to rally. Inside, racing in third, Ideal Ace coming to the wire. Tell Me About It. Tell Me About It. In 1:49 and 2. ShamWow was second with Ideal Ace third. Unofficial winner, the 2, Tell Me About It. Second, the 5, ShamWow. Third, number 1, Ideal Ace. And fourth, the 4, Rockin' Speed. 2-5-1-4.
Garden getting long in the tooth, desperate and hungry and got nothing to lose. Yeah, I'm alone.
Scoring his second championship in the Indiana Sire Stakes Series. Tell Me About It. Scoring his fourth win of the season here in 1:49 and 2. A son of Tell It Like It Is at a Porsche Blue Chip by Bettor's Delight. He was bred by Levon Miller of the in-law stables, Topeka, Indiana. Well, by Twyla Hartz, who is watching from Amboy this evening. And also Alvin Miller, Bunker Hill. Alvin Miller trains. Peter Wren, the winning driver. 15th career win for Tell Me About It. It's official. Coming up, race 6, no changes. The winner returning $4.60 to win $3 and $2.10. 2.5 exacta, $18.40. The $2 trifecta 251 paying $481.80. $2 super $2,281.20. Fifth results, Ideal Ace was third. Tell Me About It, the winner. Incredible Shark 5, Rockin' Speed 4, Shamwow 2, Little Rocket Man 7, Took a Dive Off Dipper 6. Top down 315 4276.
Stay Hungry, one of the most impeccably bred pacing stallions standing at stud. Stay Hungry is a son of the legendary Some Beat Somewhere out of world champion double millionaire My Little Dragon. Stay Hungry bred full books of exceptional mares in his first 2 seasons at stud. His foals are uniformly correct, attractive, and athletic, just like him. At an ultra-reasonable stud fee of $6,000, there is no better value in the pacing stallion ranks than Stay Hungry, standing at Hanover Shoe Farms.
For those that live for tomorrow, we have a suggestion. Today is perfect, just as it is. Feed the wolf.
Horses parading postward race 6, Indiana Sire Stakes consolation for 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings. The one is Rockin' Storm, owned by Leander Swartz, and the black and white stable of Milroy, Joey Putnam driving. 2 Velocity Gator, owned by Velocity Standardbrands of Lebanon, Ohio, handled by Mark Evers. 3 Eric Ash Can Dance, William Swatella, James Martin, the owners, Ricky McCumbera. The 4 Rollum, owned by David and Karen Holtz of the DTM stable with Dale Heitman. 5 Midnight Rebel, owned by DeFabus, the Dolly Farm Services, and Papool Kyle Wolfonga. 6 is Goldie's Legacy, owned by Pollock Racing and Jeff Keller for Sam Widger. 7 Jules Virgin, owned by W.J. Donovan, Joseph Bracco, and Jim Winsky with John DeLong. 8 My Wish Came True, Paula Smith, Stanley Tarvidas, and Ron Shooter, the owners, Tim Tetrick drives. The 9 Teased Raider 2, one with the Keels Company of Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, Trace Tetrick in the bike. The 10 Shark Snare, owned by the Engels stable, and Benita Simmons. Brandon Bates is in the sulky. Exacta trifecta, superfecta wagering, no changes in race 6. 1 minute. At the gate, gate is moving. Two-year-old pacing Colts and Geldings enter the stretch for the start. Here they come. And they're off. Velocity Gator hustles out, tries for the lead. Goldie's Legacy away aggressively. Jules Virgin there to his outside. Midnight Rebel comes away fourth as they head out past the stands. My Wish Came True is next in fifth. Rock and Storm down on the inside is sixth. Shark Snare Bates has his hands full there as they angle into the first turn. My Wish Came True is next as they race over to the quarter-mile marker. Eric Cash can dance second last year with Roland trailing. The opening quarter was 27 seconds flat. They're on the backstretch now. Jules Virgin leading the way. Goldie's Legacy on the inside will follow second. Velocity Gator back to third. Midnight Rebel races fourth. My Wish Came True mid-pack fifth. Rock and Storm down to the inside. Shark Snare to the outside. Tease Raider 2 sitting eighth here with Roland down on the inside racing in ninth. And out and moving from last now. Eric Cash Can Dance. They zip past the half in 56 seconds flat, led by Jules Virgin and John DeLong. The lead is 2 lengths. Goldie's Legacy on the inside, waiting in second. Velocity Gator is right there, but is now locked third. My Wish Came True, ranging up on the outside. Shark Snare follows the cover second over as they circle the turn. Off stride, Jules Virgin. Jules Virgin, the leader, went off stride, and Goldie's Legacy finds himself leading the charge at 3/4 and 125. Goldie's Legacy leading for home. To the outside, it's Velocity Gator, and right there behind battling leaders, Midnight Rebel. Wilfong is loaded with no racing room, as is a Shark Snare, and down to the inside, Rockin' Storm out of the center of the track. Tease Raider 2, and here he comes. Tease Raider 2. Goldie's Legacy to the inside. Here's Rockin' Storm to the wire. Goldie's Legacy. Goldie's Legacy hangs on to win. 153 and 1. Unofficial winner number 6, Goldie's Legacy. Second, the 1, Rockin' Storm. Third of the 9, Tease Raider 2. Fourth, number 5, Midnight Rebel. 6-1-9-5 unofficial.
Got to pay your dues if you wanna sing the blues, and you know it don't come easy.
Returning at trackside to the Victory Hill Farms winner's circle, winner of the 6th, it's Goldie's Legacy, a 2-year-old son of world champion sire, Always a Virgin. Out of Silver and Gold Bluegrass by Whitefish Falls. He was bred by Dave Yoder of Paris, Kentucky. Home by Pollock Racing of Venetia, Pennsylvania. Jeff Cullifer of Pendleton. Jeff Cullifer trains. Sam Widger, the winning driver. The second career win for Goldie's Legacy, scoring this mile in a record time of 1:53 1/5. The 6th race official, late scratch in the upcoming 7th race, race 7 to 1, B-Bob's Bear. On the advice of the track veterinarian has been withdrawn. 7th race, scratch the 1. 7th race starts the mid-card, pick 3. 6th race winner, Goldie's Legacy, paying $23 to win, $8.80 to play, $6 to show. The exact at $477 even, $477. Early pick 3, $320 even. 10-cent superfecta, $8,027.95. Big dime super there. Tonight's $2 pick 4, paying $471.80. Sixth results, Rockin' Storm 2, Velocity Gator 8, Eric Cash Can Dance 9, Roll'em 5, Midnight Rebel 4, Goldie's Legacy the winner, Jules Virgin 7, My Wish Come True 6, Tease Raider 2 was 3rd, Shark Snare 10, Top Down 2, 8, 9, 5, 4, 1, 7, 6, 3, 10.
Wherever harness racing's most important stakes races are held, from the East to the Midwest to Lexington to Ontario, you'll likely see a racehorse bred by Brittany Farms in the winner's circle. Brittany's focus on quality over quantity has made the farm not one of the largest breeders, just the best, everywhere.
Here at Jack Daniels, we drink our whiskey just as fast as we make it. We don't make it very fast. Thanks for sipping responsibly.
With the call to post, horses are on the track and parading to the post. Post parades presented by Diamond Creek Farm. Seventh race, the older trotting stallions and geldings. A $70,000 purse. The one is scratched. The 2 DG's Caviar, owned by Daniel Graber. Andy Schattler driving. The 3 Martini Show, owned by Pollock Racing and Jeff Cullifer with Sam Widger. 4 Double A Gold Rush, owned by Michael and Laura Lee and Terry Leonard, Tim Tetrick aboard. 5, It's a Herbie, owner driver Verlin Yoder. 6 is Catkin American, owned by Brett Boyd Racing of Jonesville, Michigan, James Yoder. 7, $50 Bill, owned by John Barnard, Trace Tetrick. The 8 Bridge to Jesse's, owned by Bo and the Pat DeLong, Roger Welch and Ray DeLong. John DeLong drives. The 9 Sweet Mr. Pine Tucky, owned by Les Raber and Floyd Raber, Joey Putnam in the sulky. Breeders' Crown eligibles in the 7th race. It's a Herbie, Catkin American, $50 Bill, and Bridge to Jesse's. Exacta Trifecta, Superfecta, and Pick 3 Wagering.
Indiana Sire Stakes for the age trotters coming up here in race number 7. Welcome back, everybody. We're sitting on about 2 minutes to go. Gabe, we got a scratch in the race. B-Bob's Bear. I got to be honest, I'm not sure it would have affected what I look at the early pace.
No, I agree. I think he was obviously staring at a long shot type scenario there. It does get one horse out of the way with a lot of the logical contenders here drawing outside, so maybe not quite the early skirmish as it would have been, but obviously he was going to be a big price here.
Catkin America, I can understand why the horse is getting played. Most people, when you see 1 to 5, get a little nervous, but I think this horse is worth it all the way for the Yoder family. James Yoder looking for another winner on tonight's card.
I agree, Peter, and I haven't seen many 1 to 5s I did not like, and I do like Catkin American. He was 30 cents on the dollar last time as well. His only loss here at Hoosier Park this season was to Majestic Player, who we know is a certified top-shelf trotter, the top-level free-for-all ranks in North America, for that matter. So Catkin American, 6 of 8 with 2 runner-up finishes, so talented, but a short price looming, and he looks like he is the one to beat here. Clearly, big favorite. We're going to have to try and make our money in the exotics here in race 7.
You and I see this race, at least the top 4, exactly the same. It's a Herbie. Have to include here Verlin Yoder. It looks like it's Yoder versus Yoder. And let's not forget, It's a Herbie, $50 Bill, and Bridge to Jesse, all Breeders' Crown eligible.
Yeah, It's a Herbie. You know, I thought he took his very best shot to knock off Catkin American here last time out. He got away there on the lead and was comfortably rated. Catkin American swept at the top there. He got to track him home, but just second best. And I think that's the same scenario he's facing here tonight. I think we'll see aggressive handling once more. He may end up with that perfect trip here behind the favorite once again, but still not sure it's going to be enough for him to step up and get it done. I'm like you. I think he's just second best here behind the big favorite.
Luis Quevedo sends out the $750 bill. Last win, we're back-to-back here in the month of September. The fact you have to ask, is it good enough to get the job done tonight?
Well, we all remember $50 bill. A lot of that $1 million bankroll, Peter, came in the 2017 Breeders' Crown final right here at Hoosier Park. So he was a Breeders' Crown champion at the age of 2. He exits the exact same race. He trotted home Wildington there. He finished 3rd. Again, maybe just a notch behind those top 2 last time. So I'm going to slot it there in the exact same spot tonight.
Bridge to Jesse, the 8 here, Gabe, is for a lot of people a fan favorite. I'm included for trainer Roger Welsh. John DeLong gets the call. You know, he, for the most part, drives this horse, except for that Dayton effort we saw, and, of course, the ones up at Scioto. Going to the Stratton campaign. The question is, where does this horse have to be effective? They've proven they can come off the pace. They can also contend.
He's versatile. You know, he could race either way. Obviously, he'd like to try and get out and get some early position. Just not sure he's going to be able to do so, though. There's a lot of speed there. He drew outside of the main contenders. And hats off to his full brother, Peter. How about Bridge to Success? the 2-year-old Indiana Sire Stakes champion. He won the night's 4th race, bridged to Jesse's. His brother here has been a classy veteran for quite some time. If he could upset the night, he'd go over $1 million.
Roger Welsh mentioning to us that was the 4th time he has won that 2-year-old trot. It's quite an accomplishment for trainer Welsh, but he gave all the credit to his lovely wife, who is the handler on the day-to-day operation. Let's talk about the 3 Martini show here, Gabe. This is Sam Widger, Jeff Culliver. This combo already got together. I liked them in 2nd place last time out in the previous race, but of course at 10-1, I got to admit I'm feeling a little bruised.
Yeah, that was a good price. You don't see that price on the Culliver-Widger combo that often. Martini show hooked up with a lot of these same trotters last time out, just never got involved. I would expect Martini show to be more forwardly placed here, but facing a difficult assignment against a good group. But you can never count out those connections. As you said, they are obviously big contenders here in the Hoosier State. Martini show, well, big long shot here, better than 30-1.
Gabe, Ross Leonard, the trainer, has gotten some pretty good race recently from the 4 AA Gold Rush. He hands the lines over to Tim Tiedrick.
Yeah, that's a good move. We talked about it earlier. Jay Cross had done the same thing. If Tim's in town, why not use him? He shouldn't be sitting on the sidelines. So we'll see if that could pick up AA Gold Rush. He's been a notch below these types, I think, most of the season, but not going to hurt with Tim in the bite.
Real quick here, if we can get DG's Caviar, the 2 and the 9, Sweet Mr. Pine Tucky, go.
Yes, we Mr. Pine Tucky just facing a difficult assignment, that 4 outside post. Joey Putnam, though, he's been putting them in the right place. How about that long shot he just finished 2nd with in race 6? And obviously earlier tonight, he just missed the opener to big price as well. How about Joey Putnam? He's 4 years younger than Hoosier Park. At just 22 years old, so thanks to a hat tip to Hollywood Hayden for that note. But Joey's doing some great work in the bike. It's good to see.
Like I had to guess that Hollywood had that little tidbit. Horses coming into line for the 7th. Let's hand it out to Mr. Cross.
7th race trotters lining up, moving in. Field of 8 enters the stretch for the start. They're at the post, and they're off and trotting. First out, Martini Show. From the outside, $50 bill. Bridge to Jesse's, leaving aggressively. Catkin American. And there between horses, it's Herbie. They charge into the first turn. AA Gold Rush is out 3rd last year with DG's Caviar in 7th. The early trailer is Sweet Mr. Pine Tucky. They trot to the first quarter-mile marker. The opening panel, 26-4, and $50 bill leading briefly as Catkin American comes charging on by, and Catkin American will sweep to the front, taking the lead for Yoder. Catkin American settles in on the point by 2. $50 bill to the inside, trotting in 2nd. Bridge to Jesse's back on the inside to 3rd. Martini Show now 4th. It's Herbie in line to 5th. AA Gold Rush is next with DG's Caviar out and fishing cover. Sweet Mr. Pine Tucky trails as they pass the half and 56-1. And Catkin American has extended his lead early here. He's out by 2.5, nearly 3. Breeders' Crown Champion, $50 bill, chasing into 2nd. These two have squared off with some big battles of the past. They're 1-2 here as they circle the far turn. Bridge to Jesse's is out and moving forward along from 3rd. Meantime, it's Herbie trots in 4th, and Martini Show down on the pylons. But up front, Catkin American has extended his lead now by 3.5, 4 lengths. 124-1. 3/4 time, Catkin American by 5. To the outside, Bridge to Jesse's. Out of the inside, $50 bill. It's Herbie moves up to 4th, but with less than a 16th to go, Catkin American just too strong for the field here. He's out 6 lengths and going on. Catkin American will coast home, a winner in 151-4. Bridge to Jesse's finishes 2nd. Martini Show. The unofficial winner, number 6, Catkin American. Second, the 8, Bridge to Jesse's. Third, number 3, Martini Show. Fourth, a 7, $50 bill. 6837, unofficial. In the winner's circle, the unofficial winner of the 7th race for the older trotting stallions and geldings, it's Catkin American, a 5-year-old homebred son of Guccio out of Catkin by Devontae. Owned by Brent Boyd Racing Incorporated of Jonesville, Michigan. James Yoder, the trainer driver. Mr. Yoder's second winning drive of the night. And for Catkin American, his 7th of the season in his storied comeback tour here. 12th career win for Catkin American, trotting in 151 for 5th. The 7th race is official. Coming up, race 8. Scratch the 11 and the 12. 8th race starts at the jackpot pick 6. A carryover from last evening's Hoosier Heartland of $1,821. Catkin American returning $2.20 to win, 210 and 210. Official results: DJ's Caviar 7, Martini Show 3, Double A Gold Rush 6. It's a Herbie 5. Catkin American the winner. $50 bill 4, Bridge to Jesse's 2, Sweet Mr. Pine Tucky 8. Recheck for the top, scratched 7, 3, 6, 5, 1, 4, 2, 8. We've arrived at the halfway point of our 15 race card of this evening, Hoosier Champions Night 2020. Great crowd on hand tonight with the championship on the line tonight. $2.4 million in purses this evening. And expecting some great action. We've already had some very exciting finishes. In fact, the first race of the night proved to be a barn burner. Going to catch up with the action at the top of the stretch. I'm in a good spot there. Three-quarter time, 1:23.2. Into the stretch, they make the turn. Mama Moonshine has a short lead. And Baby Let's Roll off her back. Off her back, MJ's Riggins Rebel. Down to the inside, Foxy Rigger. Now less than an eighth. Here comes MJ's Riggins Rebel. And between horses, Baby Let's Roll. Odds on Madison with late room. It's a cavalry charge to the wire. Down to the line. Too close to call. 152-4, and we're off to the races. What a way to start the card tonight with a big photo there at the end. Race 1 for the three-year-old filly Consolation Pacers. It was the 16-1 shot. MJ's Riggins Rebel and James Yoder getting the job done in 152-4, paying $34.60 to win. 1920 and 620. And how about that first race superfecta? $6,614.40. Second race for the older trotting mares, the 2 custom Cantab. The Millionaire was a bit under the weather. She was scratched as a result. No superfecta wagering in the second race. The 4 compelling sent off as the bettor's choice, but it was this former champion, Grand Swan. The 4-year-old mare by Swan for all back to the winner's circle here at Harrah's Hoosier. She wins her third of the season in 153.3, paying $5.20 to win. 262.10. 6-1 early double, $90.20. First $270,000 super final of the night taking place in the third race for the trio filly Pacers. Field of 10 going to the post. The 9 Something Beautiful sent off as the bettor's choice. She did not disappoint. Tim Tetrick aboard for the first time. Made an explosive move going to the half. Went from 5th to 1st with a snap of the finger, and she cleared and cruised the rest of the way in 151-4. Paying $240, $210, and $210. Fourth race, the 2-year-old trotting colts and geldings, a field of 10. The 6 Brookview Bolt was sent off as the bettor's choice. We're going to pick up the action at 3/4. Quarter time, 126-4. Into the stretch with Brookview Bolt leading. Bridge to Success still there, threatening of the outside. Swing for the fences, waiting for the inside lane. Shows to have plenty of trot, and from further back comes Flying Swan. Less than a 16th to go. Here's Bridge to Success. Bridge to Success on the outside. Inside Brookview Bolt, it's Bridge to Success in 154-4. Breeders Ben Welch and Randy Welch from Savannah, Missouri, certainly watching the fourth race tonight as their colt Bridge to Success wins the fourth race. Owners Bo and Pat Long and Roger Welch certainly celebrating. This colt just broke his maiden a week ago in the final leg of Indiana Sires and wins his second of his career in a record time of 154.4. And driver John DeLong doing an outstanding job. This colt was first up from the half on. Just a monumental effort by Bridge to Success, returning $9.80 to win $5.04. The older pacing stallions and geldings taking center stage of the fifth race, a field of 7 going to the post. The 6 Little Rocket Man was sent off as the bettor's choice, but a very uncharacteristic break on the backstretch, giving Tell Me About It, the lead from there on. In fact, to Tell Me About It left early, then yielded and inherited the lead, and then just simply outlasted the fast-closing ShamWow to win in 149-2. Tell Me About It and driver Peter Wren paying $4.60 to win $3.02. The $2 superfecta, $2,281.20. 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings Consolation in the 6th race, field of 10 going to the post. The 6 Goldie's Legacy pulls off the upset. He was sent off rather at 10-1 with driver Sam Widger, scoring a record of time of 153.1. Goldie's Legacy paying $23 to win, $8.80 and $6. Tonight's $2 pick four, $471.80. How about that $2 trifecta there? $9,384.40. $1.40. The Dime Super paying well over $8,000. And we just saw the seventh race go to Catkin American as he handled the field with ease in 151 and 4. He took the spotlight in the winner's circle, giving James Yoder his second winner of the night. But how about Bridge to Jesse's, finishing a close second place finish there? Now just less than $6,000 from the $1 million career mark. That brings us to the eighth race. Eighth race starts the jackpot pick 6. No changes in tonight's eighth race. Keep in mind, the pick 5 then begins in race 10. Correction, the pick 5 will begin in the 11th race tonight with a 15 race card on the program. Jay Elsmore with the call to post for race 8, presented by Diamond Creek Farms. Eighth race post parade, Indiana Sire Stakes Super Final for 3-year-old pacing fillies. Field of 10. The 1 is Kicking Up My Heels, a daughter of Tell It Like It Is. T. Tetrick, the owner. Tim Tetrick, the driver. The 2 is Always at Your Place, a daughter of Always a Virgin. Owned by Bill Rufinocht and the DM Stables of Archibald, Ohio. Sam Widger drives. 3, Somebody's Lily, a homebred daughter of Time to Roll. Eli Swartz, a White Pigeon, Michigan. The owner, Mike Osting, aboard. 4, Mystical Carry by Tell It Like It Is, over the Mystical Marker Farms of Valparaiso, Trace Tetrick. The 5, Rocket Out by Rocket Image, over the Dinar Racing Stable of Benton, Kentucky, Brandon Bates. 6 is Maggie Ree by Jeremy's Jet, owned by Wilson Racing. Neff and Eichberger of Illinois, Ricky McCumber board. The 7, Jeannie Rockwell, a homebred filly by Always a Virgin, owned by Marlon Fry of Alexandria. James Yoder drives. 8 is Priceless, bay daughter of Rocket Image, owned by Kevin Miller and the Birdhawk Sprung of Illinois. Andy Shuttler with the lines. The 9, Grace Rocks by Rocket Image. Howard Taylor of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the owner. Joey Putnam in the bay. And the 10, 7 Times a Charm, a Breeders' Crown eligible daughter of Always a Virgin, owned by Jay DeLong of Clinton, Wisconsin. John DeLong is in the sulky. 11 and 12 are scratched, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, jackpot, pick 6 wagering with a carryover, $1,821. 1 minute. Starter calls. Three-year-old pacing fillies lining up, moving in. $270,000 on the line. Here they come. And they're off. From the center of the pack, Mystical Carey stepping right out. Maggie Ree leaving aggressively. And for the outside, it's Priceless as she rushes to the front. Jeannie Rockwell is out, but is parked in fourth as they head of the turn. Kicking up my heels. Down to the inside is fifth. Somebody's Lily in tight quarters there, sixth. 7 times a charm to the inside is next, with Grace Rocks coming away eighth. Always at your places out in ninth, and last in 10th is Rocket Out. 25-3, a suicidal first quarter there, set by Andy Miller and Priceless as they lead by 2.5 lengths. Second to the inside, it's Mystical Carey. Maggie Ree right there in third, and moving up on the outside, Jeannie Rockwell. She's been out every step, and now she'll move up, challenging it for the lead. Grace Rocks quickly grabs the cover. Now she has that cover and is second over as they hit the half, and 54-1 tightly packed as they race out of the far turn. Kicking up my heels, buried on the inside, and there to her outside. It's Always at Your Place, and on her back, it's Rocket Out. The trailers 7 times a charm, and Somebody's Lily is buried as they approach the 3/4 mile marker. And Andy Miller trying to nurse Priceless through that far turn, and does as they reach the 3/4 mile marker. They're in 1:22-1. Priceless has led from the start, leading by 2 as they make the turn for home. Mystical Carey to the inside takes aim at the leader, and Jeannie Rockwell is still there, lingering in third. Kicking up my heels with late racing room. Grace Rocks has little to show. Priceless does. She has led every step of the way, and Priceless will go gate to wire. Priceless in 1:49-1. Mystical Carey was second. Jeannie Rockwell third. Unofficial winner, the 8, Priceless. Second, number 4, Mystical Carey. Third of the 7, Jeannie Rockwell. And the fourth, the 1, Kicking Up My Heels. 8-4-7-1. Returning at trackside to the Victory Hill Farms winner's circle. Two-time Indiana Sire Stakes champion Priceless. Bay, daughter of a rocket image. Out of Between Your Heart and Mind by Real Desire. Brad and Grable by Mark Mervyn and Jacob Graber. Home by Kevin Miller of Arthur, Illinois. Bert Hawksprung of Elburn. Julie Miller, the trainer. Andy Miller driving. The second win of the season and a career best here for Priceless. Pacing in 149 1/5. It's official. Coming up, race 9. The also eligibles 11 and 12 have been scratched. Priceless returning $17 to win $840 and $560. Official results kicking up my heels 4, always at your place 10. Somebody's Lily 5, Mystical Carry 2. Rocket Out 8, Maggie Reese 7, Jeannie Rockwell 3. Priceless the winner, Grace Rocks 6, and 7 times a charm 9. Recheck 410 5 287 3169.
All I can tell you is that was a priceless performance by Priceless, taking the champion race. Andy Miller, driver, that was amazing to watch. Did you expect to be going that fast that early?
Well, I kind of wanted to control the race, so I let her leave pretty hard and hopefully put everybody in behind me and kind of make a statement that I wanted to cut it.
The fact that she did what she did so early and to have more, that has got to be really encouraging over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, hopefully, she's got her issues, but hopefully we can get them straightened out and keep going forward.
Andy, what's the biggest difference between, obviously she won, but the difference between what we saw tonight and what we saw last week?
Last week I was sitting in the 2-hole, and she, coming off the last turn, she grabbed the line pretty hard and is having trouble keeping her going straight, and that's why I kind of wanted to be out by herself tonight to where I could let her drift a little.
As far as Breeders' Crowns, obviously that's between Julie, you, and the owners. If that's going to be a reality, we hope it is. But with it being at Hoosier Park, that's got to be really encouraging from what we just saw.
Yeah, she likes this track, so hopefully we'll talk it over with the owners and see what they want to do.
All right, Andy. Well, we like you too, and we're glad you're here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Priceless is priceless.
Trotters on the track for the 9th race. 2-year-old fillies. A $270,000 super final field of 10. Here's the field. One is Swift Swanda. Brown daughter of Swan Frawl by Dr. Anthony Lombardi. The Kales Company, Trace Tetrick driving the Breeders' Crown Eligible. The 2 Real Diamonds K, a Breeders' Crown Eligible daughter of Encore. Robert Key, the owner, Sam Woodger drives. 3 is Breeders' Crown Eligible. I'm a Diamond Babe by Guccio. But James and Cheyenne Yoder of Bell, Florida. James Yoder aboard. 4 is Shirley Goodness by Swan for All. Bill Beachy. Brad Maxwell and Ken Frieder, the owners. Peter Wren drives. 5 is Bat Shot by Mr. Ken Tab, Jeff Baker, and Marlon Fry, the owners. Verlin Yoder up. 6 is 4 Under Par, Breeders' Crown Eligible daughter of Swan for All. Julie Rideout, Dr. Ellen White, and Dave Gamble, the owners. Doug Rideout. 7 Treasure Gems K, Breeders' Crown Eligible daughter of Encore. Robert Key, the owner. Mike Osting driving. The 8 Queen of All by Swan for All. Julie Rideout, Pete Schmucker Jr. and the Glider Stables of the owners. Spence Taylor gets the call. 9 is Country Girl Charm by Whom Shall I Fear, owned by Raber, Wagler, and Miller. Wayne Miller driving. The 10 Fantasia Fleury, Breeders' Crown Eligible daughter of Swan for All, owned by Beaver, Rufinacht, Robinson, and RBH Ventures. John DeLong is in the sulky. Exacta Trifecta and Super Factor Wagering.
Trotters coming up next in our super finals on our Champions Night here at Hoosier Park. Welcome back, everybody. Peter Lurie and my partner in crime, Mr. Gabe Pruitt. Gabe, interesting race here. I think a case can be made for several, but I think Shirley Goodness you got to go through if you're going to beat.
She is a filly to beat, Peter. There's no question about that. I thought the top trio here, though, the 1, 4, 9, I thought they all really stood out here. I did not think that the 4 Shirley Goodness was invincible. She's won 5 of her last 6. So I'm going to try to beat her for the top spot, but she is clearly the filly that's arriving in razor sharp tonight. She's ripped off 3 consecutive easy wins. But with that said, she's going to be a short price here. So some of these Sire Stakes championships, we're going to try to take a shot to knock off a big favorite. I'll do so here with Shirley Goodness.
Do want to give you an update right now. The 4 Shirley Goodness in the paddock right now with an equipment adjustment. Just want to give folks that little F up. The Swift Swanda to the rail, I think, is an interesting horse. Right now is top on the ISS standings for these 2-year-old fillies. You can see right there in front of us, Trace Tetrick gets the call. It lines over from Irv Miller, coming off something you don't normally see this horse do, and that's a rough gate.
Yeah, that's the concern in it tonight. She was even money there, but Able and I teaming up to come back with her here, this Irv Miller trade. You'll see 2 starts back, that Kentucky at a trot. That was a very good pair that she finished in behind there. She made up a lot of ground late. Prior start, she easily defeated the 9 Country Girl Charm. I thought that was a very convincing win. The last loss that the 4 Shirley Goodness has came at the hands of the 1 Swift Swanda as well. So with 9-2, I think she is worth a flyer here. She has proven that she can beat these fillies, and she is going to offer, I thought, the better price of those 3, although I will say the 9 Country Girl Charm playing up there right now is a big price, as well as most of that win money is rolled again to the 4 Shirley Goodness.
Second time Lasix here, Gabe, for this 2-year-old daughter of Whom Shall I Fear. Back-to-back winners here in the qualifier and the ISS race back on October 6th. Wayne Miller, the outside post, yes, not where you want to be, but it's already been proven tonight. If you got the best horse, you can win.
Yeah, I think so. This was a filly that really started off red hot to begin her career. She was 4 for 4. Then the train went off the tracks a little bit, so to speak. She made a break in stride there on September the 1st. She followed that up with a very tough trip. A drive from post 9 there was a good runner-up finish. But as you said, she seems to be back on track now. She's added the Lasix. That was a very convincing win there last time out. Her trouble's going to be the post tonight, Peter. That is certainly why she's playing up there at that big of a price, 7-1. Had she drawn inside here, she would be much, much shorter. So it is inflating the price. She'll have her work cut out, though. She did have a tough trip the last time there she had post 9.
You can see right then, we were just discussing Shirley Goodness, the 4 in the paddock right now with an equipment adjustment. She looks very, very relaxed, very, very calm. She's not getting overheated, nothing acting up. I think she's a consummate professional for a 2-year-old.
Well, I think that's key as well, especially when we're looking at young filly trotters. I think taking a look at them on the track is certainly key to note. The 5 there looks nice on the track as well, nice and relaxed for driver Verlin Yoder. That's a bad shot. She's been a bit of a fringe player against these Indiana sired fillies. She's hit the board 7 of 9. So in terms of exotics, I think this is a filly that is worth a long look up there as well. We have both used it in our business, Peter, up there at nearly 20-1 right now.
Yeah, we got the same 4. We just kind of moved them around just a little bit. Let's talk about the rest of the field while we got a moment here. The 8-horse Queen for All for trainer Doug Rideout. He hands the lines over to Robert Taylor. Robert Taylor, to me, excels with these 2-year-old trotters. I think he does very, very well. He's a good horseman. He trains them very well, and I wasn't surprised at all to see him get the lines.
Yeah, and this is a filly that has an abundance of early speed, so she can overcome that tricky post here tonight. She's been consistent, just 1 of 10 to begin her career, but she's been on the board 8 of 10. It's almost certain she's going to be leaving out here at a big price, currently right at nearly 40-1. In fact, I think in terms of exotics, it's a filly that certainly merits attention. Since the addition of Lasix there a few starts back, she's been pretty solid as well. Actually went off as the favorite there, the Standardbred Stake Jug Week there, Delaware. Got nailed late, but what a nice trip there to be 3rd.
Well, we mentioned Doug has got 2 here in the race, the 6, 4 under par, but so does James Yoder. Horse in front of us there is I'm a Diamond Babe. He opts to drive this one. You know, honestly, I don't read too much into it one way or another. When I see a trainer driving his or her own in one of these trotting races, I always think that maybe there's something that's a little bit of a tricky thing when it comes to keeping these horses in their best efforts, and more times not. Jimmy Takter was a master at that. He would drive the ones that, when they're very, very young in their 2-year-old campaign, kind of make sure that they are behaving the way they should before he handed the line over to Yannick Gingras.
Yeah, and James actually the co-owner of the 3 Diamond Babe too. I'm not quite sure what the rule is here in this jurisdiction. We would have to check on that.
His hand might be forced.
His hand may have been forced there, exactly. And that filly does have some ability. Good 4th there. She went off 100-1 in the Kentuckiana Trot, the night iteration 1 here, but she rallied. She made up some nice ground late. I think that's probably her best start to date, so she's going to need her very best here to make any type of impact, but underneath in terms of exotics, another that's worth considering.
Paul Reed with 2 in the race, Real Diamond K, the 2 and the 7, Treasure Gems. Both of them have shown some good ability, just not a lot in a row.
The 7 Treasure Gems K, she's made breaks in stride in each of her last 2 tries here at Hoosier Park, so she could be under a bit of conservative handling tonight with driver Mike Ustiga. The other filly, Real Diamonds K from Post 2, she raced extremely well last out. That was a very good runner-up performance behind Shirley Goodness. And we might see her utilize some of that early speed here, get away at a nice spot. Sam Widger gets the call once more. I thought that was a very good start she comes off of into this model tonight.
2-year-old fillies going. These are the trotters in the Indiana Sire Stakes, the super final here on our Champions Night. The 4-5 favorite, as expected, Shirley Goodness. Let's hand it out to Mr. Steve Cross. Mr. Cross, it's all yours.
The starter has called for the horses. 2-year-old trotting fillies are at the gate, and the gate's rolling. It's post time at Harris Hoosier. Trotting fillies in the stretch. Field 10 picking up speed. Here they come. And they're off and trotting from the inside. Real Diamonds K hustles right out. I'm a Diamond Babe there alongside. And from the outside, it's Queen of All. And Taylor, with a tactical move here, sends Queen of All right to the lead. And now here comes Shirley Goodness. Out in 5th, it's Country Girl Charm. Swift Swanda back at the inside is 6th as they step into the first turn. Coming away 7th, then it's Fantasia Fleury. Back of the inside, eighth, 4 under par, followed then by Bad Shot. The early trailer is Treasure Gems K. 27 for the opening quarter time. And here's Shirley Goodness as she moves to the lead. And Taylor will yield with Queen of All. And Queen of All will grab the pocket seat and follow the heavy favorite down the backstretch. Shirley Goodness leading by 2, and Wren tapping the brakes here just a bit. Queen of All to the inside is second. Then a gap of 2.5 back to Real Diamonds K third. And Country Girl Charm, she's been out every step thus far. She's first over fourth. I'm at Diamond Babe down on the pylons fifth. Swift Swanda tipping out, grabbing the cover. She's second over sixth as they pass the half in 57 and 2. Trotting out of the far turn, Shirley Goodness, and the lead is a length and a half. But here's Country Girl Charm looming up on the outside as she's now second with a Queen of All directly behind the leader. Long shot there is perfectly in a perfect spot in third. Then it's Real Diamonds K along the pylon. Swift Swanda set to come off cover for Tetrick on the outside. Three-quarter time, 1:26 and 3. Shirley Goodness trots for home. Country Girl Charm lingering on the outside. Still there second. Queen of All has some trot on the inside towards the side of the track. It's Swift Swanda with less than an eighth of a mile to go. Here comes Swift Swanda. Country Girl Charm. Shirley Goodness gives way. Coming to the wire, it's Swift Swanda. Swift Swanda getting up to win in 1:55 and 2. The unofficial winner number 1, Swift Swanda. Second, the 9, Country Girl Charm. Third, number 4, Shirley Goodness. And fourth, the 3, I'm a Diamond Babe. 1943. And a bit of a redemption mile after a break last week in the sixth and final leg of Indiana Sire's elimination. Swift Swanda on task this evening with a second over trip for driver Trace Tetrick, scoring in the $270,000 super final. Her sixth win of the season, matching an established best of 1:55 and 2. A brown daughter of Swan for All out of Cheetah Hall by Tom Ridge. Bred by Levon Miller of the In-Law Stables, Topeka, Indiana. Owned by Dr. Anthony Lombardi of Morris, Illinois. The Kales Company of Michigan. Irv Miller trains Trace Tetrick, the winning driver. It's official. Swift Swanda returning $8.20 to win, $3.40 and $3. The exacta $35.20, trifecta $87 even, $2 superfecta $690.80. No changes in the upcoming 10th race.
As Mr. Cross pointed out, a little bit of redemption there for Swift Swanda with that victory off the pace and looked good doing it, where the winning trainer, Irv Miller. Irv, last time out, very uncharacteristic, that rough gait. What happened that day?
Last week when she made the break in the last turn, she's a pretty immature filly. She's pretty green and just immature. She's really growing this year, and just like Chase just said before he left there, he said she'll make a great 3-year-old when she catches up a little bit. But she's been left line the whole time, and we had a Murphy pretty good on the right eye, and she wasn't used to it. She kind of relaxed a little more going in the last turn last week and just shifted in, and I think a little out of balance.
When she was in the Kentuckiana, she ran third, but she raced against two really good horses.
Yeah, she just couldn't get in the race. There early, they showed a little speed, and she got away too far back. She couldn't get into it.
We hear more and more about trainers. Horsemen will say, you know, he or she could be really good as a 2-year-old, but there's no guarantee they're going to be a 3-year-old. The fact that this time of year she's starting to come back into her own as a 2-year-old, does that bode well for her?
Right. She's one. That's what the whole year we've just kind of babied her along and really not overworked her and stuff just because of her big immaturity. So.
All right, Irv, we really appreciate the time. We hope to see you in a couple of weeks here.
Hopefully.
That's
Thank
what
you.
we want to hear. Thank you, Irv. Irv Miller getting the victory here with the Swan.
The winner of tonight's Bet Against the Boss contest was Edward Witt. Edward Witt won the Bet Against the Boss contest tonight with a bankroll of $40. Edward wins $250, and he and 24 others are entered into tomorrow night's drawing for $250. So, once again, the winner of tonight's Bet Against the Boss contest, Edward Witt. Edward Witt, $250 richer.
Ninth race results, Swift Swanda, the winner. Real Diamonds K, 6. I'm a Diamond Babe, 4. Shirley Goodness, 3. Bad Shot, 8. 4 under par, 9. Treasure Gems K, 10. Queen of All, 5. Country Girl Charm, 2. And Fantasia Fleury, 7. Recheck, 164 389 105 27.
You know what time it is? It's time to toss some T-shirts. Now, you know we're all trying to be as spaced out, as conscious of each other. We're in that era right now. So remember, stay spaced out, no hitting, no slugging. Keep your masks on. I'm kidding, but keep those masks on. And let's throw out some shirts.
Older pacing mares taking his center stage, race 10. In the Indiana Sire Stakes action, field of 9. It's a $50,000 event. The one is Mildrix, by Wolfong Racing and Pete Redder, John DeLong driving. The 2 Play for Pay, owned by Ira Steinberg of Illinois, Brandon Bates aboard. 3 Rock'n'Nola, owned by JP Racing and Sutton's Bay Racing, Joey Putnama. The 4 Rockin' Serena, owned by the Emerald Highlands Farm, Dolney Farm Services, and Ren Racing with Peter Wren. 5 Dojirita, owned by James Reed and Joe Smith. Trace Tetrick drives. 6 Let Me Fly Low, owned by the CT Stables of Washington Courthouse, Ohio, Lorraine Miller. 7 It's Time for Fun, owned by Lynn Wolfong of Kentland, Indiana. Kyle Wolfong with the lines. The 8 Pansies Image, owned by the Emerald Highlands Farm of Mount Vernon, Ohio. Sam Widger in the bike. And the 9 Tell It Sassy May, owned by Hank Blackwell, Darla Gaskin, and Emily Ratcliffe of Anderson. Mike Hosting is in the sulky. Exacta Trifecta, Superfecta Wagering. 60 seconds to post time. Tenth race pacers arriving at the gate. Field of 9 lining up, moving in. They're in the stretch. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. And Rockin' Serena fires right out, going for the lead. From the center of the track, it's Doji Rita. Rockin' Nola is out in third, and Tell It Sassy May comes charging up on the outside. Mildrix is away fifth. Let Me Fly Low next in the sixth. It's Time for Fun is next in the seventh. Pansy's Image races eighth. And after a slow start, Play for Pay trails the field ninth around the turn. 26-2, the opening quarter time, set by Rockin' Serena and Peter Wren. The lead is 2 as they step onto the backstretch. Doja Rita carving out a pocket trip, and here comes Rockin' Nola charging up on the outside for Putnam. And Rockin' Nola will power to the front, taking the lead and nose, and next she clears a length now, a length and a half. Rockin' Serena to the inside, yielding for the pocket seat in second. Doja Rita back along the pylons third then, with a gapping Tell It Sassy May fourth. The half 54-3 as they step up to the far turn. Here's Mildrix on the attack first up of the outside. Let Me Fly Low. Flushton follows the cover. Then it's Time for Fun as they enter the far turn. It's Rockin' Nola. The lead is a length and a half, nearly 2. Rockin' Serena to the inside, racing in a second, and Mildrix continues to advance on the outside. She's third, and Doja Rita finds herself blocked with plenty of horse and no racing room. 3/4, 123-1. Rockin' Nola extends her lead. She's out by 3.5, nearly 4 lengths now. Down to the inside, Doja Rita comes shooting through, and to the front side, it's Time for Fun. Less than a 16th to go. Rockin' Nola, it's Time for Fun. Doja Rita, but it's Rockin' Nola. Rockin' Nola, home a winner in 150-1. It's Time for Fun was second. Doja Rita third. Unofficial winner number 3, Rockin' Nola. Second, the 7, it's Time for Fun. Third, number 5, Doja Rita. Fourth, the 9, Tell It Sassy May. 3, 7, 5, 9, unofficial. The 10th is official. Oncoming 11th race. No changes. The 11th race starts the pick 5. In the 11th race, the also eligibles are scratched. Back to the winner's circle. The 3 Rockin' Nola, a 4-year-old daughter of Rockin' Image out of Gotta Get Out More by Keystone Raider. Bred by Malin Lembright of Indiana, is owned by JP Racing of Pendleton, Indiana, Suttons Bay Racing of Ada, Michigan. Joe Putnam trains, Joey Putnam drives. The mare scoring her 6th consecutive victory, 9th of the season, 20th career win. Rockanola in 150-1. Returns $2.20 to win, 210 and 210. 3-7 exact to $51 even. The trifecta, $197.60. $2 superfecta, $856.40. Official results: Mildrix 9, Play for Pay 5. Rockanola the winner. Rockin' Serena 8. Dojarita was 3rd. Let Me Fly Low 6. It's Time for Fun 2. Pansy's Image 7. Tell It Sassy May 4. Recheck 951 836 274.